What up, party people? Matt Lehman, the owner of SpatulaCityRecords.com, where you can shop for your records in your underwear or naked 24 hours a day. So today I'm going back to misting. I have a couple other videos on it. If you're not familiar with what misting is caused by cheap plastic inner sleeves that have over time leached onto, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. It shows very poorly on camera. Usually you can see like streaking on it, and that's where the plastic sleeve was either stuck to the record or not stuck to it because it causes there's creasing on it. And what happens is that sleeve, as it degrades, it causes a chemical reaction with the polyvinyl chloride that is a record, and causes that it looks like a grease stain or a slick. If you've ever had a bunch of Cheetos and rubbed your finger on it, it kind of looks like that. Not the Cheeto pink or orange dust, but the grease that's left behind, chips or anything like that. The reason I'm doing this video is because I found this product on the internet. Came up on my Instagram. So I said, hey, let's try it. Knowing that Instagram products are usually garbage, it's just a quick way to take your money. And they did take my money. This was $30. And I did it for you. So I hope you guys appreciate that. I don't think this is going to work because I have tried everything under the sun. And they will, if you do other videos, you watch other videos on misting, you'll see that people think that there's a lens cleaner called Plastex or something like that. It does not work. What it does is it polishes the record and leaves a very shiny surface. And it looks great, but it sounds worse than it did before. And once you rinse that off or clean that off, it goes back to normal and it looks like a misted record. The issue that I'm having with misting is I'm thinking that I might be giving it more credit than it deserves, or more airplay than it deserves, because I don't think it causes as much audio degradation on a record or degrading audibly as you think. I think some records are worse than others. I had a record that came through here that was misted pretty bad, and I played it, and it actually sounded really well, or sounded really good. And then I had another one that was misted pretty poorly, and it sounded poor. But when I looked at the record under magnifying glass, what I noticed is that the grooves were actually, and the record itself was pretty banged up, but the misting hit it. So you couldn't see that the record was beat up because the misting evened it out. But when you looked at it under a magnifying glass, you could see that there were a lot of light scratches and stuff in it. So I'm wondering if that might be the issue. But we're going to try this product anyway. As I said, this was my initial thought is that this is not going to work. It's just not going to work. It says the ingredients are silicone oil, emulsion, surfactant, and leveling agent. It makes me think that they're probably just going to try to shine it. I don't know what this. I'm guessing it's just going to shine the record. It's not going to do anything for it. As I said, this is a product that came up on my Instagram feed. Ironically, somebody tagged me on it. I had already seen it, but somebody tagged me on it. It took them like 3 weeks to even give me a tracking number on it, and then another 3 weeks to get it. I think it came out of China, even though it said it was in the U.S. I think it said it was in the U.S. It's been so long, I don't even know. So I don't know if there was an Instagram page for it. I know it was one of those pages where they had like 40 or 50 or 60 different products, and this was one of them. So I don't have high hopes for it, but first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run this through my ultrasonic cleaner to make sure that it is in fact misting, because my ultrasonic cleaner will not take it off. At least it has not in the past. So once again, I'll try to see if you can see this. Let me see if I can get it from this side. So if you look, it's really hard. It's usually you can see it in the dead wax better than anything, but it's really, really hard to see on this. And this one is kind of lightly misted. You can kind of see it over here a little bit. Anywho, I'm going to run it through my ultrasonic and we'll get back to you. Okay, so I actually have a better view of this. So if you look right here, see how it's kind of foggy? That's misting. And it goes all the way around. You just can't see it because of the camera. Cameras don't do this thing justice. See how it is all right there? That's misting. And you see how the points and the hills and the valleys, that's where the sleeve rested here but then folded over, and so it didn't actually touch it as much, so it didn't cause the chemical reaction. Okay, so you can see that it is still misted pretty bad. We will do our best. Okay, so here we go. These are my products. We'll try to do this misting thing. I'm not going to use the first two because I think I've done videos on them before, but if you know my videos, or maybe if you don't know my videos, Windex with vinegar is my go-to product. I use this daily. Ultrasonic cleaners don't generally take out fingerprints or smudges. Windex does, so I do a pre-wash on records with Windex and then put them in the ultrasonic. G2 is I don't know if I've done a video on them, but it's actually a really good product. It's a little expensive, but it's well worth it. If I can't get something off with Windex, this is my next go-to. It does a really good job of breaking down like wax. For some reason, people love to put candles and records together. Wax and sticky filaments and whatever else is on there. But this is the Instagram product we talked about, so let's give it a shot. The directions are shelf life 3 years. This is Tiger, by the way. Usage method. Clean up the sundries and dust around the place to be handled. Spray a certain amount of the product. Wipe with sponge or rag. Wait for a while and then wipe with rag. Okay, well, that doesn't really help a whole lot, but we'll try it. Is it toxic? Not too excited. Ooh, it smells a little fruity. I'm just gonna let's do two different sides. I'll let that side sit over there because I don't know what wipe with the rag and then wipe with the rag again means. Spray a certain amount. I guess that's a certain amount. Wipe with sponge or rag. Wait for a while and then wipe with rag. So that one I'll leave on there as it is. Then I'm gonna wipe this with the rag, and then let it sit a while. I don't know what a while is. Clean up my label. I'm gonna see, is this... it's not a greasy product, so it shouldn't leave a coating on it. Okay, well, that was a while, I guess. Hang on. I have to bring the camera over to the light. I'll edit this out, but still misted. Still misted. So it didn't work that way. There you go. You can see it a lot right there. Let's try. Whoa. I'm gonna leave this on for like 5 minutes and see what happens. I think that, that is stinky in high dosages. I think I might gasp and swoon. I just called the vapors. All right, so this has been sitting on here for most of it. I got Davida. So you can figure out the time frame on that, like 48 minutes. I'm not gonna drag the camera over there again and do all that. It still has misting. It doesn't look. No, it's the same. This side I haven't touched. There you go, kids. Get away from me. Why are you all up in my business, my grill? This stuff does not work. Let that be a lesson to you. Do not buy things off the internet unless it's records from Spatula City Records, where you buy 9 and get 1 free, free shipping on $50 or more. And all of our records are ultrasonically clean and re-sleeved before they're shipped out. I hope that you save yourself $30. I think it was like 35 or 40 with shipping. I hope you save yourself $30 and $40. Don't buy this product. Don't buy any of the cleaners on Instagram. None of them work, except for Magic Touch if you're in the UK or if you're in Europe. He's out of Spain. That's actually a really good product. I've done a video on that. And when I say products on the internet, I mean, you know, you see the commercials come up and they're paid promotional advertising on your feed. All of those products, they're bunk, they're garbage. But thanks for watching.